and we are live. What's up? It's your man DL Saint. I'm back in Tampa. You know what I mean? Had to go home, did what I had to do. Um, and all that is great, is wonderful. But now I'm back ready to get to the into the grind. And we're gonna start this off right. I had to call in a favor too and get one of the people I've come across and recently, not too recently, but fairly recently, who has is and just solid 100% dude, just always cool and always open, always helping, always being there, always supporting. You know what I mean? This guy is one of my favorite people, man. We ain't known each other for that long, but we gonna know each other for a long time, man. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, where's my cursor? Put your hands together for the one, the only Big Mo in the house, y'all.
Yeah, man. This is Big Mo. Thank you for having me, man.
What's going on? Chad, I see you, brother. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. I got so many questions for you, man. I just got so many. And we're gonna try to get as many as we can into this and get here. But man, let's start as always, we're all superheroes. Let's start with your origin story, brother. It's like, who is Big Mo?
Thank you. My name is Big Mo. I am from Miami, Florida. Well, I was born in North Miami, and I'm Haitian. I am 31, and yeah. Well, I'm an audio engineer. Well, especially for one of the top podcasts in the world, Fresh and Fit. And I am also a musician. I'm a singer, songwriter, and music engineer as well.
You see, that's why I love doing these things, man, because I had no idea about that last part, man.
Yes.
Singer, songwriter,
Yeah.
and that goes to your background. So is that where you got your engineering skills? Was that doing the
Yes.
doing the music? Okay, and so how long you been doing that, bro? Because I done messed around the music a little bit, and
Uh, I've
yeah,
done it for a very long time. Right now I'm 31, but I've been doing music for about since 15. Well, was music engineering I've been learning since I was 15, and um I've been learning, yeah, and singing, but I've been learning singing since I was about 13, and I've been learning songwriting since then. So yeah.
okay, I ain't mad at you, bro. And that's like most people when you get into it. Um,
Yeah.
and like I said, bro, I haven't gotten to the point where I start to advertise when I'm gonna go live. I just like to do it and see who gonna rock with a brother. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we got Candace M in the house, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to you, Candace.
Candace, what
Yeah, you know what
up?
I'm saying? The monster mod over there in the Fresh and Fit world. She be showing her brother love. Thank you so much for coming through. Chad got jokes for you, man. Talking about you need a fresh cut, but you
I'm
still
about
Gucci.
I'm about to do a little shave. I normally put the zero on the clip. I was gonna do it later tonight, so, to get ready for the week. So yeah.
Yeah, SA 1996. Hey, Big Mo in the cut. You know what I'm saying?
I say
Much
96.
respect.
Thank you.
Much respect. Asian Fit in the house. What's good? Yo, what's good? Much
Adrian
love.
Fit. Yes,
Big
sir.
Mo, yeah, that's how we doing it. That's how you doing like we do. You know what I mean? We show love to one another, man. So that is interesting, man. So on the music front,
Yes.
um, I mean, where are you now? Are you still in that hustle phase when it's like, all right, I'm just out here. If I come across a project, I'll bless it, or like you getting after it hard, or where you at with it right now?
When it comes to music, when it comes to being in music, this is something I've been grinding for a very long time. For the past many years, I've already been in that grind phase. Any extra money that I had went into the next equipment, the next upgrade. So and I've just been practicing, learning. I've had a few bumps on the road, which I'll probably explain there later in the show. But I've been just learning, building, and building some more, learning some more. And I believe a lot of my progress and the results I started to been seeing the past 2 years, probably since about 2020. Yeah, around 2020. So past 2 years, yeah, where I ended up having like moments where I'm like, oh, I like these light bulbs in my head, and ended up doing like Latin music, and yeah, I ended up doing Latin music, and now I have fans across multiple countries, especially international fans. Just hearing my music, and a on a radio show, like on a radio station, which was actually Rough Riders Radio, that was based in New York. I have to shout that out because that was the first station to actually like break my music, and that's where I was seeing like a lot of traction, and my song was currently now in a movie that's going to be coming out soon. So
What? Okay.
yes,
Okay. You got on the soundtrack thing. That's what's up,
yeah.
man. So, and I'm just assuming in my mind what type of music, but yo, you're such a multifaceted brother. You got to tell me what kind of music it is. I mean, I don't know if it's reggaeton. I don't know if it's hip hop. Hell, it could be country for all I know, man. You all over the place, bro. You know what I mean? So, what kind of music you into?
For a long time I've always done R&B. That was always my main genre, but now I'm actually officially a Latin artist. So reggaeton was, one of them. You were right there. So yeah, but Latin music in general, because I'm soon going to have something special. Which a whole nother time I'll let that be known. But yeah, so reggaeton, Latin music, that is my main genre. And I already have music out on that's on all platforms. To especially Necesitas Algo and Zulia. It's available anywhere you listen to music.
Man, that needs to be posted up somewhere. We need to when this is done in the replay, I'm gonna make sure I get the link for more, and I'm gonna put it down below so y'all can just click on it. We can find it a little faster, man. But because I love all music, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. How can you not love reggaeton? How can you not love like Southside merengue, like, all that, man? Because it speaks, it's, with people of color, man. It speaks to us, man. That music speaks to us. And Chad wants to know,
Thank you.
yo, Big Mo, what made you want to learn Spanish fluently?
That was actually a great question. What made me want to learn Spanish fluently? I know down here in South Florida is extremely cultured, especially in the Latin and Caribbean. So, and there was times where I'm like working with people I'm really close to, who only speak Spanish. They don't even know no English, but like some of these coworkers, we're like this. We're very close with each other, and also, I like ladies.
Yeah, that's why I'd have led with that.
I'm
Chicas. Soon,
I'm not gonna start lying in this podcast right now. So there's so there's been females that I've really wanted to, I'm always trying to like approach and trying to put some mac on, like hey, try to put my sweet voice. But it was always so frustrating when I couldn't understand what they're saying, or they can't understand what I'm saying. And there's times where I knew she was thinking I was cute, and I know she was cute, but it was just too much disconnect. It was so frustrating. I'm like, oh, come on, like I was just
I
and
know
then
exactly what you're saying, brother. I know exactly
yep,
what you're saying. I
and
was in
then
Aruba like that.
exactly, see that, and and then there was a time where I was working in South Beach for a couple years, and I'm just seeing just women from so many different countries like just come in and out in the store, and there's times I'm trying to practice a little bit, but I'm just like, I just can't. Yeah, I said, you know what? I'm going to take this serious. I got to take this serious. And then so that's what inspired me to start learning Spanish. So
And so
but
you can go ahead
in
and call, like, you're fluent. Like
yeah,
you're confident. You're okay in your Spanish skills. That's
yes.
what's up, man. I was in the house, Big Mo. Look, everybody's showing you love, brother. You know what I'm saying? I told you, man. I tried to holler at you, let you know, bro. You up there now. You up there. This ain't no
Yo,
joke.
yo, thank you guys so much in the comment section. Thank you guys.
So that's
And now, oh yeah,
fascinating.
by the way, I'm putting the link in the chat section right now.
Perfect. That's what we need.
There it
So they can
is.
go, because I'm
Yep.
gonna go check that out myself. Um, I mean, I've always been. I'm huge. I'm huge into all kind of cultures, man. So if you ride with me, man, you'll hear hip hop, of course. You'll hear old school R&B. You'll hear neo soul. you'll hear like salsa, like you'll hear, I might like one of my favorite albums is the soundtrack to El Cantante. I
Ooh.
don't know if you ever heard that soundtrack. It's great. I mean, and it's all Ricky Martin, but then you could go and get Fana All Stars and listen to like Ruben Blades and Hector Lavoe, which I mean, those dudes legendary. Like it blows my mind, and I don't even speak Spanish like that, and I love the music. I'll go get the translations and I'll read it. You know what I mean?
It's all good.
Yeah, and I'm huge into bossa nova. You know what I mean? I'm huge into all sorts of music, man. So you never know what you might hear riding with, Uncle Saint up in the ride. Like, what is this? And the moves, you dudes out there who's strictly about the womanizing. I'm trying to tell you, you want to set the mood. It's all about that music, man. And the more open you are and well-rounded you are musically, hey boy, that's a cheat code. I ain't gonna lie to you. You go from first base to home base just like that, bro. You won't even know how you got there.
Even when it comes to when you're trying to sauce in, I always recommend people to learn multiple languages in general. It doesn't have to be Spanish. Wherever type of like cultures or countries that you plan on visiting and plan on really exploring, learning the language of that said culture, of that said building, not building, because I'm saying Big Mo in the building. Yo, what's going on, Moon America? Sorry. Learning the cultures of that country, of that specific country, that is where you want to learn. Like I always say, when in Rome, do what the Russians do.
When in Rome, do what the Russians do. They done
Yeah.
invaded Rome.
It's a small insider. Shout out to my cousin Jay Bills.
That's
But
what's up.
but yeah, you wherever places you want to explore and want to learn, I always heavily recommend learn the language of said culture and of said countries. So
Right.
there's a lot of Latinas, especially down here in South Florida, and I always want to explore more countries in Latin America. Therefore, I made sure I took extra time to learn Spanish.
And that's real talk. Yeah, that's a real golden gem right there. Because I'm here to tell you, I spent some time in South Korea when I was in the army, and I did take a little time to speak a little bit of South Korean, like as much as I could. I've lost a lot over the years, of course, but I still know enough to where I could walk in, especially when I was in LA, and go to Koreatown. I could walk into a little store. It was run by Koreans and speak my little Korean. And bro, I'm telling you, man, you get so much love for that. Just because the people know you've taken time to learn a little bit about their culture. And I was in Virginia once. This was back in '96, I think it was. I was at Virginia and doing some Army Reserve stuff, and it was a Korean man who ran a little shop at. And I went in there and I would ask him, I would blend in my Korean with my English. And he finally realized I was speaking Korean. He's like, yo, no Korean. I'm like, no, not really, just a little. But I mean, he would give me food. He was like, "You like kimchi?" I'm like, "Yeah, spicy, homemade kimchi." I met the whole family. They bringing me out. They showing me love. And like Mo ain't lying to y'all, man. If you just take that little bit of initiative and learn just a little bit of the culture, a little bit of the language, a little bit of the food or whatever, it goes a long way.
These people are really going to appreciate it, especially knowing that you're not from their culture. That means they already see that you have some appreciation for what makes them themselves.
Yes, yes,
And
and
then
this,
and
yeah.
then and then and that also translates to the ladies,
Oh my God.
I mean,
Oh my goodness.
Lord knows how many times people are like, "Wait, you're Haitian?" What? I was like, and I'd be like, oh, this whole thing. I mean.
That's what's up. And you gotta use every tool in your belt, fellas. You out there trying to get it. That's how you do it. You know what I mean? And so yeah, man. Shout out to Chad. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, I did. I did lay my father to rest this weekend. I just got back, and thank you so much. Our family, we sent pops off right. You feel me? You know what I mean? So this we all gonna die, man. Once you're born, they told me this when I joined the army, went to airborne school. They were like, life is a death sentence, gentlemen. You know what I mean? It's how you live it, right? So just keep that in mind. Whatever you're doing, my father led his life big time. So but thank you for that. And then got our guys in there. Shout out to Big Mo. Yeah, look at all that love for Big Mo up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, bro, you a legend, man. I don't know why you won't play. Like he's so humble.
Oh,
He's like, not me, man. Oh shucks. I'm like,
shucks,
man,
man.
whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. You know what I mean? None but love, Big Mo. Thank y'all for coming out though, for real. And we're gonna delve into the conversation that's a little deeper. And Ken, look at Candace helping a brother out. Drop a like, appreciate that, Candace. And Big Mo is in the house. So let's take it to the next step because we talked about the importance of being culturally aware and being open to different cultures. And so you speak Spanish, you speak Haitian. It's like wait,
Haitian
Creole,
Creole.
like a
Yeah,
it was not like a patois, like a Creole.
it's a derivative from French.
Okay.
Yes, but Creole, that's the third language.
Wow.
I'm technically fluent in three. So of
Wow.
course English, Spanish, and Creole. But I also had my hand in, because I know it's supposed to be seven. Um, Japanese,
Ooh.
Filipino Tagalog, Indonesian, and American Sign Language.
Yeah, see, man. Look at that. Wow. Insane. Here I am just trying to struggle through Spanish. You know what I mean? If I ain't got my translator app, I'm like in all kind of trouble. You know what I mean? So shout out to you, brother. That's what's up, man. Wow. I got
that's
work
why
to do.
that's why sometimes I will throw in a little show off of it during the show during when in Pressure Fits, and I will throw that in there. That it's sometimes just a sneaking in, and then before Myron catches
Yeah,
it.
because I catch a lot of times they miss it, and I'll hear it, and I'm like, yo, what language is that? I mean, you know what I mean? The Spanish, of course, you know right away, but some of that stuff,
Yeah.
like, okay, maybe that's Creole, you know what I mean? But then I hear some other stuff in there, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, this brother's a machine. But that's how you got to be, man. And much love. We getting FF fam outside. Yo, much love. Thank you for that, Eric, Chad. Why Big Mo sound like Stevie Wonder when he talks?
Hey,
Hilarious.
hey, I know I always get questioned for, my voice. Hey, I always say God bless me with the beautiful, sweet voice, and just know I haven't put it to waste. So
That's crazy. And I think when you dropped in the link on your side, it's probably a private chat
yes,
between us, and I
yeah.
see that. So I'll copy that and pop that in. Um, so all right, well, let's keep it moving. Otherwise, we'll be talking about languages for the next 5 hours. Um, so here's something that I know the answer to this, but I just want to get this out here, give you an opportunity to kind of tell the masses. How did you link up with Fresh and Fit?
Oh, I always love telling this story. Um, 'Cause I've always been a Fresh and Fit fan for a long time. I've been a super fan for a very long time. Um, and I learned about them through roommates and Kevin Samuels, and and I just ended up. I'm like, yo, I love these guys, especially that episode where I'm just gonna do a little back. I'll land the plane on that backstory. Don't worry. I remember that video with when they talked about Lil Loaded self-deleting, and I was just like, I just remember that clip. And for those who remembered, it was just that one infamous clip, and then when I saw it, I was like, I love these guys, and then I've just been a fan for a long time. I've always been watching them, and I've been binging a lot of the content. So fast forward, I remember Myron posted in his story on Instagram, and I was just on Instagram just talking smack. And Myron posted in his story, hey, we need an audio engineer in Miami area, and I'm like, what? What? I'm like, I'm an audio engineer. Oh, and I actually caught it 2 minutes into him posting that. I was just like, my eyes went like wide open. I was like, oh. I was like,
Yo,
I'm like sweating. I'm like sweating. Oh, and then, um, and then he actually replied it, and I was like, whoa, what? What? I'm thinking it's some joke. I'm like, this isn't a burner account, or like this isn't a fake account, is it?
yeah, you thought you got catfished.
Yeah, I'm like, this isn't a catfish account. I'm like, 'cause I know I follow him, and I know I normally get his, stories when he's posting it. So I'm like, what? I'm like, how am I getting? And then so he replied, and he said, all right, I'm gonna FaceTime you in the morning. It was around 6 a.m. I was in the middle of one of my other jobs, and we actually ended up FaceTiming, and he said, "Hey, we're gonna have you tonight, and we're having Rolo tonight." I'm like, "The Rolo, Godfather Rolo," and and by the way, and no, I cannot, and no, I don't speak Malay, at least not yet. Um, but oh yeah, so I was like, so Rolo, the Rolo, and then I was just happy just having the opportunity to try out. I was already more than happy. I was more than satisfied. I didn't think Myron was gonna give me another call. I was like, I went in, I did the best I can. I saw some little holes, so I was able to show like, okay, there's a hole here that I was able to fill, but I did all right. But I was like, okay, I'm happy, I'm satisfied. I'm glad to have had this opportunity to meet people that I really looked up to, and it's just amazing. So but he just gave, and then next thing you know, he gave me the second call. He gave me the second call, and I was just, so I was like, yeah, you know what? So yeah,
And the rest
that's
is
what happened.
history. The rest is history. You know what I mean? And see, y'all see the modesty there. Cause I'd have told the story like, yeah, man, I got the call. I was like, yeah, Myron, I might be able to come through there, bro. I might, have a couple minutes. I'd have been in there talking big, like I came in and I rocked it, showed him how to do everything. He a modest man. He came in there like I did the best I can. He fixed holes. The way what I'm hearing is he showed value. He came in and he showed value immediately, and that's why he has that cheer today. Shout out to you, brother. That's how it's done. You know what I mean? And then Candace, like when the door opens, you have to be ready to walk through it.
Hmm.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? That is life because I can hear your voice how excited you are today. Like every time I see you on the show and you get that big smile, like you happy to be there. You know how hard it is to find something that you love to do, that you get to do every day. You know what I mean? That is so difficult, man. Um,
It is something I'm super grateful for. Like to this day, like that's why I'm always still excited to tell the story. I've told this story at least maybe 50 times, and I still get just as excited the 51st time,
yeah,
because I caught it 2 minutes into him posting it.
just like that.
It
It'd been
it was
someone else, it could have been a difference. It'd be somebody else. You know what I mean? You still be out there chatting or whatever, but
exactly.
and I'm glad we got you, brother. You know what I mean, Moon? We appreciate you, Moon. Yeah, absolutely. We all do. That's real talk. You know what I mean? Hey, shout out to
G
DL Saint Big
Complex,
Man.
what
Yeah, G
up?
Complex. What's good? What's good? Um, much respect. Yes, and we respect y'all too as well. Thanks for tuning in. Um, so let's get into that part of the world now. We've kind of touched on the what got you there, but let's talk
Mhm.
about the content and what the manosphere is all about right now. So so I do have some questions for you, and I'm looking at them now, like which ones do I want to read first? But so in your opinion, what is the RP world all about? And that's a two-part question. Is it useful or hurtful to people? Again, in your opinion.
When it comes to men, it is extremely useful, probably the most useful. It's hurtful to women.
You think so?
Very hurtful to women, because one of the foundations I always say, no, I always love talking RPs. Is where I push my glasses up. One of my favorite quotes is from Godfather Rolo. A woman's game strategy is heavily contingent upon a man not knowing his self worth and self value. And the RP teaches men to start having self worth and self value. And now women aren't going to be able to do what she's able to do. Because normally you take a woman who has no game, who's never like, who's never finessed a dude a day in her life, and you give him a man that doesn't respect himself, she's going to get whatever she wants out of him. She can finesse him out of any little thing that he has. But now you take a woman who has so much game, who's finessed every dude she's ever been with and never known, and you give her a guy that actually respects himself and has self-worth and self-value. She can't get nothing out of him. She can't get nothing out of. She can't get no money out of him. She can't He really can't waste his energy. She can't waste his time. She can't waste nothing out of him. That's what it's. And so notice the biggest difference. How much does a man have respect for himself? How much self-respect does he have? How much self-worth and self-value does he have? That's going to determine how much game the woman has.
Hmm. That's deep, brother. That's deep. Like you said, to put the glasses up on that one. Now, I will push back just a little bit in the sense that, and again, this is just my personal opinion. I believe that that knowledge, that RP knowledge of men, will better men and women in the long run because of what you just said, because of that self respect, because men are out there making themselves the best version of themselves, because they are aware, because they've gotten their finances up, they've made themselves more valuable in that sense. They've fought their way out of the bottom 80 into the top 20. They're happy, and then the women are happy in kind because they have a strong man. Even though women to tell you they want, we want the guy that's emotional and this, that, and the third.
Ugh.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we all know what really goes on. That's what y'all young kids say. That's cap. You know what I mean? It's cap. So I would that would be my only pushback because I don't see it necessarily as a bad thing. Because there's male dating strategy and there's female dating strategy, and it's kind of like Sun Tzu says. I'm a war guy. You know what I mean? So the art of warfare, Sun Tzu, know yourself, know your enemy. And I'm not calling women enemy, and nor am I saying that men and women are enemies to each other. I'm not saying that, but in that context, know yourself, know your enemy. If you know these things, you can fight 100 battles and know no peril. And that's what Sun Tzu said thousands and thousands of years ago. If you know yourself, you know your enemy, you can't lose. And all RP is, in my opinion, is you knowing yourself and you knowing your enemy. So, but bro, that was deep.
It's a great and I actually had to give you, also to piggyback off your credit. It's a great pushback because the family wins when the man wins, and that's why
Excellent.
the only
No,
way
you
for
gotta
family
say
to
that
be
again.
happy is
I ain't got the rewind. I ain't got the rewind. I'm gonna get that. Yeah. Say that one more time, bro.
the family wins when the man wins. And that's why one of the biggest questions that hurts a lot of relationships is a lot of women don't understand, what does the man want? Because when the man's happy, he's not when the man's happy and content in the relationship, he ain't leaving. You give a man his peace, he'll move mountains for you.
Move mountains, create kingdoms. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And that's what I hope to build with this channel. I got a lot of people to jump on me like, man, you always hollering Fresh and Fit or Rolo or Rich Cooper and all these other people, Donovan Sharp. I'm like, yeah, but because I wholeheartedly believe in it, and people think I'm just, you just trying to use them. Whatever. I'm like, look, man, this information is golden. I didn't need the information when I was a youngin because in Cincinnati, dudes got game. All of us don't matter. Dudes are nice with their hands and they know how to holler at women. That's just how it was as I was always been in the Midwest in Cincinnati. So this was all foreign to me. When I got out in the world and I got to meet guys who were unsuccessful. These are guys who are like fit and handsome and all this, but they didn't know how to talk to chicks. They did not know how to approach women and they were getting ran through. Like the dudes were getting ran through financially. You got someone like you got Young Saint up in the club. I got girls getting these guys to buy the girls drinks, and the girls brought them to me. All these chicks running around the club drinking Hennessy, straight. These girls are bringing me to drink. You know what I mean? Me and my dude Jay Swans. This is how we got down. Was doing that in North Carolina, doing that in Atlanta, doing that in Alabama, in Jersey, Cali. We was doing that everywhere because we had game. And it's like, so this isn't new. This has always been the case. Now brothers are waking up. Like, so thank you for what you said, man. Big Mo, that was spot on, bro. You need to write you a book. You know what I
Thank you,
mean?
because the thing is in the RP, it also saves men's lives. A lot of people do not understand that the main end goal and the bottom line of the RP is for guys to take the guns out the mouths and the noose off the necks.
That's real talk.
And that is the beginning of why, RP is what it is, to save lives, to save men's lives. That's why, between everyone in the Fresh Fit team and other people in RP, we get a bunch of messages saying, hey, I was gonna off myself. Of course, I'm trying to keep it somewhat friendly.
Right, right,
I was
right.
trying to
Like, thanks for
I
not getting
was trying
Uncle
to,
Saint canceled.
yeah.
All right,
Exactly. Like, I was gonna, like, remove myself from this world, but you guys saved my life. The information that I've learned here saved my life. It made me stop from removing myself. And now I understand my self-worth, self-value. Now I'm a better man. I can be a better person. Now I can protect myself from the BS that would come my way.
right, right. I mean, what do they say, man? You're not bettering yourself. This RP world is not for you to get women. Right? All you're doing is you make yourself the best person you could be. The best version of yourself. You're getting yourself together physically, emotionally, mentally. Right? You're up to speed. The money comes, and with all that comes the women. And this is going to help you deal with it once they show up. Because if you don't know what you're doing, it goes back to what you said a few minutes ago, Big Mo. Those women gonna run. They gonna run you. And guess what? I ain't mad at. You think I'm mad at a Brittany Renner? You know what I mean? I respect her game. I respect her game 100%. You know what I mean? And that's what poor PJ. He should be paying attention. He should be listening to his dudes because somebody in his camp told him, look out for her. I guarantee it. And he ain't listen. Now look at it. You know what I
This is
mean?
this is what happens when you don't know your self-worth and self-value. Any woman, even a woman who set her game out in the open, will still run you up. For most guys who've seen it and at least have some sort of self-respect, she could never get a dollar out of them.
Nah, but she gets smashed though. Go ahead. She bad. She work on
Oh
that
yeah, of
body.
course. Yeah,
Rock
of course. Yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Rock that.
Of course, of course.
What Myron say on Axe show, right? She ain't special.
She
And
ain't
what
sp-
else did he say? He said, I'm not special, right? Keep that 100. These
Yeah.
are the guys. He's done the work. He's built himself up. Came from being a nerd or like a simp to pimp, just like the shirt say, right? Just like the shirt
Yeah.
say. He did it. And what is he saying? Hey man, she's no different than me. I'm gonna run my game. She gonna run her game. Good, you know what I mean? High five. Good luck to you. Right. And that's how I look at the game. There's so many guys who get angry, and we'll go down that path in a second. Um, so yeah, we're having a good conversation. I'm just gonna show all the chats that I can. I'm sorry, we're gonna take a moment to actually read them. Thank y'all so much for the interaction, man. Like I really appreciate it. So let me ask you this, brother. Were you or are you BP?
Absolutely.
Ooh, thanks for keeping it 100.
I wear my L's on my sleeve. I always talk about a lot of the L's I've taken, but it's because I've learned the most from my L's.
As you
We
should.
we learn we There was times where where I've I mean, because like I love the ladies. I still love spitting my little game. I still love, like, I'm like, oh yeah, you like that? Oh yeah, I like that too. Like, putting on my sweet voice a little bit. I love that. But there was times where you know I was a victim of my own self, of
And
my own lack of respect for myself.
on lack of respect. And where did that come from? Where did that stem from?
Because the world always told us, giving a woman everything she wants and needs and everything she asks for is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And hell, to this day, we're still told that. Let a woman, run you up for everything. It's the right thing to do, and I believed it. I believed it, and this time, and I always, like I said, let's keep it a stack. A lot of us guys, we love the ladies. We love a little cute thing on our arm. When she having her hand around your arm, and you walking like you the man. That felt good. Or she rubbing up on your chest. You're like, oh, you have a nice smile. You be like, oh, this is a thing. Nah. This, I mean, we all love that. We all love that. So, but the thing is, when you're not careful, it's gonna get to you, and it got to me. So I had to understand that. But I went through a lot of losses, and I would be confused. I'm like, what is going on? And you know, I remember I'm gonna reference I don't know if I might spoil a future question,
But go ahead, speak.
but
Yeah, man, go ahead. You rocking this out right now, bro. You can't.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I always reference my sister because she's the one who really like opened me up, like opened my mind up. And and because she's the one who told me, like, listen, you can't be giving all these girls everything you want and more. And or there was times I would tell them, like, I'm like, oh, sister, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. And she would always be like, be careful. Or sister, I got a girlfriend, she cute and all that, She would like, be careful. Like, oh, sister, oh, I like this girl, I like this girl. She would like, be careful. And then I would always tell them, like, why is she always saying that? Damn, give me some congratulations. Like, can I get a congratulations, or I'm happy? Why am I not getting none of that? And those times I just asked her, like, straight up, I'm like, why did you always do that? And she said, you gotta understand, these women will lie to you. Like, they're you can't give them everything they want and need, and you can't give them everything they ask for. They're going to lie to you, and they're going to run you up. So to this day, and the RP actually made me really appreciate my sister even more. So I call her. There's times I call. We talk like pretty often, and I just say thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're the one who really woke me up.
Because I would argue, and I don't know who originated RP and who coined RP, Blue P, and all that, BP and all that. I don't know who did it, but I would argue that it's a woman. Somebody's mom, somebody's sister, somebody's auntie sat down and gave the uncomfortable truth to some young man who actually listened and connected all the dots. Because it was, you saying this was your sister, correct? Right? Myron's mom gave him the RP truth, right, when he was growing up,
Yeah.
talking about Western women and stuff like that. So, and Fresh, I never really talked to Fresh about it, but I'm going to, because I guarantee you, with everyone, with Rolo, with Rich Cooper, with Joker, with Donovan, with everyone out there, I bet you there's a woman somewhere either who brought these facts to him or co-signed these facts once they got them. Like, because you're always on that teetering moment. Like, is this true? Is this not true? What's going on? And then some woman to come in and be like, it's absolutely 100% true. Watch me flex on this dude right now. Like, somebody go over it, go get some right now. Just look at this. So what led you to the RP world? I mean, I know your sister was giving you the knowledge, but she was planting seeds. What was it? Was there an event? Was there something that happened with Big Mo and you was like, yo, that's it? You know what I mean? I'm 100% RP now. Did something like that happen?
Um, it was kind of like that before I actually joined the RP. You know, I know I'm gonna tell a little story about a loss. I'll give a Big Mo exclusive story.
Whoa, here we go.
I'm gonna give an exclusive Big Mo story. I remember, I think it was 2013, if I can exactly remember. And there was this little thing I was trying to go for, and I was really feeling, but it was stupid because, long story short, she basically smashed the whole West Side. That's what we like to say.
Ooh, while she holding
And
on to your arm, she all up on you, but everybody
yeah,
getting it.
everybody
Ooh.
everybody done got it, and I knew.
I was gonna ask you that, brother. I was
I
gonna ask you
knew.
that.
Oh, I didn't just know. I was told. The receipts were shown in my face, and I knew. Like, I even including and I'm this is gonna really hit home for a lot of people, including a good friend that because it was a favor because I remember the day before I know I had a final exam and at college and basically he had fixed the brakes for my car so I can make it to take the exam and he was like yo and he didn't have a home right now like so he was just bouncing between homes. He was like yo I got this girl over, can I use your bed? And it was her. So that's why, which I already knew. So basically, smashed one of my dogs in my room, and I knew all of this, right? I know a lot of people in the audience like, damn, bro, yeah, I know, yeah, and and I remember the year after, like I still took her on a little date, and I was still really like falling for her, knowing that, I
Nah, I'm at because don't take my facial expressions or these like little sighs or whatever. I'm not saying like oh simp. No, I've been there, bro. I've been there. That's what that is. It's me
yeah.
reflecting on my personal life. Been there 100%. 100%. So and that's why I know when dudes be full of themselves, they be full of the cap or whatever. When they come up to me and they say they ain't never been ran like that, I'm like, man, you lying, cuz. And you can't be a part, in my opinion. You can't be unplugged. You can't be a part of the RP world if you don't take accountability. And that's all that is. What y'all just witnessed was Big Mo taking accountability, man. He owns it. You dig? And if you can't be part of this world if you don't own it, man. If you're gonna make excuses and you want to play the victim, man, go into that BP world, bro. That's where they at. Those are the victims over there. You want, you know what I mean? Go on over there. You ain't ready for this world over here. Over here, you gotta own it, man. So and thank you for sharing that, bro. Because I've always wondered, like when dudes do that, like what were you thinking? And I think I know it was the emotions. The emotion kind of got away from you.
And the thing is, and I say I've learned the least from some of the W's I've had. Because there was no lesson behind it. It was just a result of some of the things I've learned. But
Yeah.
but I learned from the losses because I was like, okay, where did I go wrong from here? All right, and I go back to the drawing board. Okay, damn, I messed up here. I probably said something there. I should have said this instead. I should have said that instead. So the next time I had a W, I'm like, it was because I remember when I lost from that time.
Yep.
And and then also even to continue on that story, I remember because I went to one of my best friends, who's one of my right hand mans, and I had told him because this was also the same dude who he had some of her too. You know what I mean?
Wow. You weren't kidding when you
And
said everybody took a ride.
exactly the whole West Side,
Oh, you was
and
dating the bus, cuz everybody was waiting on that.
exactly. I, and I was damn near thinking I'm the last stop, and I know. So, but and so I told him like, yeah, I had, I think because I was just coming from the date, and I went to his house to hang out with him, and I told him, and he was like, no, no. It's like, no. It's like, no, I'm a dog Mo, man. I'm a dog Mo. No, Mo, no. He just kept saying no. Probably for he probably I may be exaggerating, but he damn near said it for an hour straight, bro. Like, no. And and I'm just sitting here like, and then he told me he told me a long story of, of where he had a similar moment of him falling for a girl that, who also been around too. So he has said how much, how he related to my situation. And we had a long talk, and I just remember before I left, right when I was leaving, he was like, Mo, this is why, it's one of the reasons why I'm always been harsh on you and always, cracked a lot of harsh jokes on you, but I just didn't want you to settle. So don't settle. And then when he said that, it just bing. That's when the whole shift started coming around. I'm like, oh. And then next thing I got a lot colder, but I was really protecting myself a lot more.
Yeah.
And for a long time, I would say a lot of RP things, but I used to think it was just me. And I would be like, am I crazy? Am I going insane? And then I remember when I discovered roommates, and they're, even though they're not RP, but they're big on like self improvement. Like, hey, put this on you, have accountability on you. This is your fault, and don't allow these women to get whatever they want out of you. And I was like, man, I'm not, and then I'm not crazy. And I found more, and then they just started leading me to like, I remember they led KS to me, and then those two also led me to Fresh and Fit, which also led me to more Rich Cooper, Rolo, Donovan, John MLD. And then I said, man, so you telling me all these years I wasn't crazy? I wasn't
Right.
insane? I'm not the only one?
Uh,
So now it's like that's what really brought me into the RP.
That's
But
what's
like
up, man.
fully.
Fully. That's what's up. And it always takes a story like that. Shout out to Last Call for Insight. We're gonna be on a little bit later today as well. As y'all know, Uncle Saint's back. I'm hitting it hard. So we're gonna be doing a collab today, a show today, and we're gonna be talking about the Black community in particular. It's gonna be it's gonna be a rough one, y'all. We're gonna keep it 100. It's gonna be the blue pill lens of our culture. But back to what you were saying, anyone and everyone in the RP space has a moment like that. There's something that happened that clicked them into uh being unplugged, right? Because when you were dealing with your, you know what I'm saying, Miss Transit, you was dealing with the bus girl, everybody was riding her, you knew it, right? You saw I'm sure you saw the red flags long before any receipts came your way.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're part of that BP life, you just going to ignore red flag after red flag after red flag, right? You just do it because you're all into this, love conquers all nonsense, right? You're all into that, or you're just all into the fact that I'm smashing a baddie. There's so many dudes out there ain't never done that before, so like, oh, I got a baddie, or whatever it may be. Oh, she's a high gamer chick. Okay. Oh, she likes sports. Okay, whatever it is, you'll forget common sense. You'll forget it. Somebody come up to you, one of your mans, they be like, yo, man, that don't be walking around with her on your arm, bro. Everybody smashing that, man. Quick, cut that out. And you get mad at your homie. That's all part of that. Then one day it snaps, you come out of it. And I can see you feeling like, am I going crazy here? What's going on? Is this some sort of rage? Am I angry? Nah, you just see it for what it is. You see the code and no one else does. Right. And that's what it be, man. So when that happens, y'all, and it's funny because everybody you named, I felt same thing. That's how I came across this world, trying to figure out. I was dealing with someone. I didn't know what ghosting was, y'all. I'm old school. I didn't know what that was. Some chick, I got ghosted. It took me like 3 weeks to figure it out. Like, what's this? I didn't even know. What does this mean? I had to go. I was typing it in Google. Like, what does it mean when someone does? Because it's someone who was every day. Women do this, man. Like when my buddy Perry Davis Jr. Shout out to you, Perry, an attorney in Cincinnati, Ohio, one of my homies, and he said this: women plan, men react. Right. So when you're out there, you're living your life, you're doing your thing, everything is great. All of a sudden, it's like you hit a brick wall, something happens, or you walk into a minefield, and boom, stuff starts blowing up. And you, as a guy, you're like, what's going on? You're reacting. Well, the woman's the person who landed, she laid all those mines. She built that wall. She knew when you turned the corner, you was going to hit that wall. She's already made up her mind and she's moved on. So if you don't learn anything from the RP world, learn that. You know what I mean? Learn that. And it is what it is. This is something we did back in my life when I was in the streets. Man, it is what it is. Right? If somebody got beef with you, they got beef with you and they invite you over to their block, don't be surprised when it get loud. It is what it is. It ain't nothing other than that. That's all RP is, y'all. So, man, thanks for sharing that story, brother. That's 100. And you can see in the chat when people were, oh shoot, my people up in here. Monty, what's good, bro? Me and this cat right here. Thank you. Me and this cat right here, man. Middle school, middle school,
Ooh.
bro. Crest Hills. This guy right here, man. Like, what a great story. Man, I'm gonna hit you up, bro. We got to talk. This guy right here introduced me to my nerdy world, bro. My Elf
Oh.
Quest. Elf Quest. I don't know if anybody's ever read that.
Oh.
This man right here introduced me to that. Star Wars. He had me reading everything Star Wars, bro. Like, forget the movie. He had me reading all of the backstories and all of the fans. Oh man. And if it weren't for him, um, I would be a different person. That's 100, man. I mean, to this day, I watch anime and stuff like that a little bit, but it all stemmed from him, man. I'm gonna hit you up, bro. We got to talk. It's been way too long. Um, crazy dude, crazy dude. But again, Cincinnati cat. Yeah, we were nerdy, but guess what? He had one of the baddies in middle school doing it like that. Had the baddest chick in there, about 2 or 3 feet taller than he was. Had her in love with him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we got down, y'all. You know what I mean? But wow. So let's talk about the 80-20 rule, bro. Give me your
Mm.
thoughts. And from this perspective, we all know what the 80-20 rule is, but when someone doesn't understand this world, they hear the 80-20 world rule and they'll look at you and they'll be like, well, he ain't 6 feet, he ain't six pack, he ain't this, that, and the third, but he got all these chicks and it doesn't make sense to them. Right? Could you speak on that for a minute? Because I consider you definitely top tier, bro, and still getting better. And why are you top tier? Because you done smashed multiple, right? Multiple. And I ain't bragging on you, but you know what I'm saying. You ain't in that
I've
pop,
gone around. I've gone
right?
around a little bit.
Right. You know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So do me a favor and speak on that from your point of view, because again, people will see you and be like, well, Big Mo's he capping, man, because look at him, bro. He trying to lose weight and everything. We love him, but ain't no way he got all these baddies.
For as far as a lot of people can be concerned, I'm a virgin.
He's a man of God.
I don't worry about, who believes it. I do, because I do normally keep that, I keep my sex life a little private because one, a lot of girls kind of follow me, so I get a lot of like ninja watching on my stories. So that's why I keep my social medias pretty politically correct and very generic.
Yeah.
Um and although I never still had considered myself like a top tier,
And you're not supposed to.
guy.
It's not up to you to
Yeah.
call yourself top tier. I called you top tier, right? It's like it takes one to know one, bro. I'm sorry. I don't call myself top tier neither. You called me top tier when I was in the studio, right?
Yeah, I
So
did. Yeah.
you feel me?
Yeah, I did.
So and it's not me returning the favor. I'm looking at what I'm looking at, and I deal with the facts on the ground, bro. You can rock with me. I don't let anybody just rock with me. You can rock with me because you can handle yourself, and you ain't gonna run them off. Like so many dudes we work hard to get what we get when they come through.
Oh yeah.
I don't want some dude that's gonna run them off. Like, come on, man, we got him over here. Now you over here acting stupid. So go ahead, speak freely, brother. Like, cause you amongst fam right now. But they need to hear this. They need to understand what we're talking about.
Well, I've always been big on game. And game is understanding and being aware of the situation, especially that's going on at the moment. And when you talk and you're talking to them, all right, you before you even start talking to them, how clean are you? How's your smile? Is your voice like, is it ready? Like, did you lose your voice, or how do you feel? Did you wake up at the right side of the bed? Did you stretch a little bit? Is your like mind like is it running? Is it moving? That's when the game really starts. It starts before the game actually starts. And you're like, how ready are you to hear some BS, or to hear, someone trying to keep you on your toes? How ready are you really? And then you come up, and then when you are coming up to them, am I walking the right way? Am I not, am I like, is my posture right? How is my eye contact? How do my eyes look like? Is it clear enough? Do I have something like in my, like, is it do I and am I looking in the how am I doing the right eye contact? One of my favorite moves is like, you know, the left eye, the right eye, then the nose. Left eye, right eye's nose. Left eye, right eye's nose. And am I following the concept? Or you can do it in reverse, it don't matter, right eye, left eye, nose, right eye, as am I doing that? Am I timing it at the right time? Am I tilting my head just a little bit? Am I how and is my tone consistent? So I'm considering all that, still possibly get rejected. you know.
Not possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
looking at,
It's gonna happen.
yeah, 80% of the time, you gonna
Yeah.
hear no, fellas.
Yeah.
You gonna hear no. So
Mhm.
so when people say that, you know what I mean, like right here, like Mo is not saying, and I don't, and I'm not sure where this falls in, but game supersedes all, fellas.
Mhm.
Just keeping it 100. Game supersedes all. Lead with your wallet, you're gonna walk out of there broke. Lead with game, right? She gonna respect you no matter what, because you stepped to it. First of all, you already stepped to it, and then when she
Mhm.
shoots you down, if she shoots you down, the way you walk away from that, the way you disengage, also gonna get points. And mind you, all the other women are watching. So if you that dude to get shot down, and all of a sudden you want to start with the negativity and this and that, when nobody want to holler at you anyway, that kind of thing, calling her all kind of funny names, all the chicks in there gonna be like, man, leave dude alone. So if you walk away like a gentleman, right? You take your L, walk over and go on to the next one and the next one. They watching you, man. Guess what? One of them waiting for their turn. When he get over here to me, I'm gonna holler at him. You know what I mean? Point blank period. I'm gonna see what's up with him because he seemed cool. Now, don't conflate being cool with being a simp. Don't conflate the two. We ain't talking about buying nothing. We just talking about hollering at them, let them know what it is. Breaking down those barriers, getting to that personal space quick. You know what I mean? And seeing what it is. Game supersedes all, gentlemen. Right? That money, as soon as you bring money into the equation, you about to lose, man, because she gonna get some of it, especially if you leading with it. Now you look at someone like Big Mo. You know what I mean? He Big Mo. Like, well, how can Big Mo do it? Easy. He got game, just like Big Pun, just like the notorious B.I.G. You know what I mean? Who's a real big guy in the reggaeton space? Because I don't know that world that well. But
Such.
see, right? Same
Yeah.
thing. Same thing. It's game, players. It's game. You got to get that game up. And that's all I'm talking about. So don't think like, well, I got to look like Myron or I got to look like Rashid, Mike Rashid.
Mike Rashid. Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't got to look like that. You know what I mean? If you do, it's cool, but you ain't got to look like that. Right? But you want to stay healthy. And that's the only reason,
Yeah.
because we got love for Big Mo, and that's why we always like, yo, what's up with the weight? And by the way, where are you with that, man? Did you want to, or we got to wait for the show for you to say it on the platform?
Now I'll say it for 470. So that's a total of about 30 pounds down.
Keep
So
doing it.
yeah.
Keep
Yeah,
doing it.
man.
30 pounds. Like I said, man, I got $1 for every pound you lose, bro. I ain't lying. So when you get down to your goals, I got a little something for you, bro. If you don't want to take the money, I just pay for everything. We just go out and have a good old time. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, and man, it is. I work for every single decimal, not pound, every decimal of the pound. It comes literally. I'm the numbers are saying, I'm like, yo, this is not gonna be easy for you. This is not coming easy. I'm not. That's what. Well, it's like that's what the scale is saying. Like basically talking to me. It don't even come in numbers. It's like you ain't earning enough yet. Like
shit
you gotta
hard,
earn
y'all.
every decibel.
Everyone, that
Like,
shit hard.
but the thing is, these days, I know I'm gonna give a small secret. Uh Myron likes to say that he roasts me all the time and he's always, talking smack about the way to me all the time. Not really. he, he's he's not even really that hard on me. Although in the beginning kind of, but I always say I'm much harsher on myself than Myron will ever be on me.
And for
And
those of y'all that don't know, man, let me jump in here for a hot
go
second,
ahead.
bro. For those who don't know, right? Myron and Fresh, them two are the. I mean, when I say top tier, I mean to the highest level. And that I'm not talking about womanizing. I'm not talking about money, success. I'm talking about just pure good human beings, bro. Real gentlemen. Y'all see the Punisher and all that. Y'all see the stress involved with the show and all that because it is stressful. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts. It's, it's just things going on. But when them cameras are off, right? Them women, they don't want to leave the studio. They love being around Myron, Fresh, Big Mo, Chris. They love it. They can't get enough of it, right? Myron and them be down there 2 hours after the show still trying to get them in their car so they can leave, right? These are good guys, man. When they tell you they was nerds, they are not exaggerating. These are nerdy dudes who figured it out. They're solid gentlemen. Everybody be like, oh, man, you riding them. I'm giving credit where credit is due, bro. I didn't spend time with these guys, man. I'm just giving you credit where credit is due, man. So, and I just wanted to throw that in there real quick.
Which remind me, I'm gonna give another secret story, where it's gonna be an exclusive. Although I think Agent Fit knows the story though. But where was I? Oh yeah. So I remember, yeah. Oh yeah. So Myron always talks, he always talks about he always roasts me all the time. Yeah, he doesn't. But it's also because Myron sees himself that I've been improving. He's been seeing with his own eyes. I've been showing him the work. I've been showing him the results. I've been showing him, even my pants are even saying it. He's like, yeah, Mo has been, I had to buy new pants, and I'm going to have to buy another set of pants again now. So I got to start ordering, man. After the show is over. I got to start ordering again, that's why no matter when there was any criticism, Myron was the first to be like had to shut that down, because Myron himself has been singing, so he hasn't been, really that on me like that. Like, he hasn't really been on me. He'll say in front of a lot of people, yeah, we roast Mo all the time. I shame Mo all the time. Nah, he actually doesn't. Sorry, Myron, if you're watching, I think I outed you, but but the thing is, because Myron, he always gives the credit. Like, listen, Mo has lost a ton of weight. We see it. He's been showing it. He's been doing the work. So there's nothing he needed to say. And now, and when you talk about how humble these guys are, I'll give the other story is. I'm also gonna out myself a little, but screw it. We with DL Saint in the building. You know what I'm saying? Screw it. I was for DL Saint.
Don't get me beat up, boy. You've been saying something they don't want to hear. I'm about to go fight them boys.
Exactly. During the time when Myron and Fresh went to New York to do the collabs in New York,
Flagrant and all that.
Yep. So I had, which gave me 2 extra days off. Coincidentally, I had a little thing from Jersey coming down.
What? Man of God.
I'm allegedly, of course, I'm a man of God. So I had to show a little good time, By the way, Myron knows this story. I told Myron this story in private. I had cheated on my diet. I didn't follow my diet.
Ooh, I had you doing push-ups, man, till your arms fall off, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for those 2 days, I didn't even follow it at all.
Ooh, okay.
But because I had to show a little good time. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like an excuse, but we'll talk about this offline. Continue.
Yeah, I know. But you're gonna love this though. You're gonna like, and then so we had a little, we had a good time. Just know it was worth it. And for those asking, did you? Yes, I did.
Yeah, they did studying. They studied the scriptures. That's what they did.
Yes,
they studied the scriptures.
Yeah, we were studying the scriptures. You know what I'm saying?
The scriptures of
And
playerism. No, I'm just kidding.
oh, oh,
Oh, what happened?
and it was, I'm doing backflips, but I'm like, damn, I didn't follow none of this diet thing. So by the time we got back, I had to tell Myron, and I'm thinking Myron's gonna be pissed. I'm like, dog, I don't know how to tell Myron, but screw it, it was worth it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm doing it again. I would do it again.
Woo.
And I'm like, man, Myron's gonna be so damn mad, bro. So I went up and I told him I'm scared as hell, and my legs shaking them, and I'm like sweating. I'm like, oh. And then so Myron, when you was out in New York, I had a little thing for church. And he was like, did you? I was like, oh, he like, but did you? And I was like, yeah, I did. And then he just like, oh, all right. I'm like, but listen, Myron, listen. I promise I'm getting back to my monk mode. I'm gonna get, I promise, like I'm gonna bet right away. And he was like, listen, man, look, I just want you to get better. I just wanted you to lose the weight to improve yourself. That's it. And he didn't say nothing, that he wasn't harsh. He didn't get mad or nothing. And I was just like, man, like he just said it like, I just want you to get better. That's all. That's it.
That's love right there, bro.
And ever since then, like it really said, like, just Myron, he's really he just wants to see me do better. That's all. He just wants to see me get better.
As we all should.
It wasn't even, he didn't roast me. He didn't ridicule me. He didn't do none of that. And ever since then, like, it was like, yo, Myron really just wants to see guys. He just wants to see men just do better.
He wants to see guys become men. Just keep me at 100. He wants to see guys become men, right? No one's perfect. When we at the service from my father, that's one of the things that I was saying about my dad. None of us are perfect, man. So get that ideal of perfection out your head, right? If you think you're perfect, again, this space ain't for you. This is the accountability space, right? And what did Mo did? He didn't have to say nothing. He could have just let it ride, right? But let me go ahead and be accountable. Let me tell my people what I'm doing, because he know Myron has taken a vested interest, right, in his. And I'm talking about Big Mo's now situation. Like, so he told him like a man. He manned up. That's what RP is about. It's about being a man. You got to be accountable, man. You got to be accountable. And shout out to you, bro. That's what's up, man. I gotta get a better soundboard because I don't have the noises that I want. So next time we talk, I'll have that better soundboard. For real. DeMarco. That's what I need. Yeah, that's what I need. Couple Don DeMarcos, man. Yo, Complex is a fool. Book of Thessalonians. Oh my God. Chapter 1, verse 1, get the Foxy Brown. Over here, we don't say box, we say Foxy Brown, but same thing. Get the Foxy Brown, baby. It's all about that Foxy Brown. And God, that was a great story, man. Thanks for sharing, man. See, now you're gonna get me in trouble. Myron gonna want to holler at me like, hey man, why y'all got all that good sauce over there? You saving that for this platform over here. He giving all the good sauce over there. Like, my bad, man. My bad. Y'all know what it is. Man, that's just amazing. So let me ask you this, brother. How do you stay so positive, bro? Whenever I see you in person, on the platform, right, on your IG, just positive, man. I mean, the positivity just jumps out, bro. How do you maintain that? Because I ain't gonna lie, Uncle Saint be going down some dark roads sometimes. You catch me at the wrong time, anything might happen. But I never see that with you, bro. You always stay so positive, man. How is that?
I'm always super grateful for everything, and just everything that's been given to me, man, because I remember my losses. I remember the men. I'm not afraid to say, we're guys here, we're fam here, so I can say this.
Candace ain't no guy. We got love for you too, Candace.
Well, we fam here, we family here.
There you go.
We the gang here. How's that? Yeah. I've cried a lot. I remember many nights I've cried. I've had many low moments.
By itself. He wasn't crying on no chick's shoulder, just so y'all know.
Oh, no.
Just wanted to clean
Yeah.
that up.
Although during my BP days I did, but I did got but but I'm talking about, in just life in general, times where I was still building and I was still learning, especially in music. And I still remember hurtful moments. I remember when I was telling family, different family members that, like, hey, this is what I'm pursuing. I'm pursuing music and music engineering, and they would laugh at me.
What? What you mean
They would
laugh
be,
at you?
they would laugh at me, like they were like, nah, they just shun it. They're like, nah, he ain't doing nothing.
Damn.
I remember those moments, which was one of the most hurtful moments of my life. I remember when people just didn't just doubted me. I remember the moments when I got financially declined 4 different times at this audio engineering school I've been trying to go to. And
So
I remember
you couldn't get financial assistance to go. Is what we're talking about? Like you would apply and
yes,
they would say no.
there was maybe one of the times where, whether like one time like the first time I tried to go straight out of high school, and I passed every like process, even entrance exam. And but I think at the time, like, I think my mother didn't have the credit, but my dad did, but he didn't want to sign it.
Ooh.
And I remember other times where I didn't have, or my credit wasn't good enough when I tried to sign by myself, or another colleague, like he just got declined. I remember the third and fourth time. I know the third time I cried in the school building in front of the advisor, and he was like, "You better not cry," and I just couldn't. I just couldn't hold it.
Uh-uh.
He was like, "You better." He's like, "Listen, sir, you better not cry," because he was a man. Like he under, like he was a really good. He was that advisor. He was a great guy, and he was like, "You like, don't cry now." I just couldn't help it. Right in the building, right in front of him, and then I continued to cry in my mom's car. And then the other time, it was in a colleague's office. I cried right in there, and I cried in the hallway. I remember those nights, and I remember nights where, like, just things wasn't coming my way, and people would ask, and I would tell them, well, I'm pursuing music and stuff, and they're like, do you have anything to show for it? No. And so many doubts, and I remember, like, I'm like, dog, I have nothing to show for it. I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I couldn't see it, but all I had was faith. All I had was faith in myself. I didn't have anything else. I had nothing else to show for it, just faith. But you can't see that. Only I saw it. But so I remember all of those nights, bro. I remember all of the doubts. I remember all of the discouraging moments. I remember everything. I remember when my own family laughed at me. I still remember it. I remember it all like it was yesterday. And and that's why I'm so grateful, because ever since, now I started seeing results. I have fans from, multiple countries in the world. I speak 7 languages. You know, people have been noticing my rise. People have been seeing me look better. People have been seeing me feel better. You know, and now I'm the audio engineer for the number one podcast in the world. You know,
And
I
growing.
and still growing. And I've been in my music's been playing in radio, that it showed value. It's going to be in the movie. You know, everything that I've worked for and everything that I've put so much faith in for so many years, everything I sacrificed is finally, like, coming into fruition. And I'm still in the beginning.
Still in the beginning.
There's nothing that anyone could say that could ever, like, throw me off my game, because everything I've worked for is finally I can finally be able to tell myself, "Hey, Mo, you were right to keep going, and you were right to keep pushing." To finally be able to tell myself that all these years I was actually correct to keep grinding. that is one of the most like grateful things I've ever been able to experience. That's why I smile so much. That's why I'm so grateful, because I continued. I was right to continue to believe in myself.
Right, right.
So
And like I wanted to say real quick with Candace, stay healthy so you can continue blessing us with your talents, bro. I want to make sure you saw that, man. Thank you, Candace, for that.
thank you, Candace.
And yo, when you tell that story, bro, the blue pill side, everybody starts, oh my God, this is that. Nah, you know what got you out of that? You got you out of that. Your people come to you and talk about they ain't got faith in you. You know what I'm saying? The average person would just crawl up under a rock and they ain't gonna do nothing. Or they go down into the basement, right? And they eat themselves to death. You know what I'm saying? You might have ate a little bit, but you ain't eat yourself to death. You know what I mean? Hey, look. But you push through that, right? In the military, man, that's one of the terms we use all the time, man. You got to push through, drive on, right? And when you was telling that story, the words that were going through my head were this, right? Confidence leads to accomplishments, which leads to what?
Wait. Competence leads to accomplishments. That leads to confidence.
Yes, or accomplishments. So I want to make sure we get it right so Myra don't beat us up.
Competence leads to accomplishments. That leads to confidence. Yeah.
Okay.
Competence leads to accomplishments, which then leads to confidence.
I think we got it mixed up.
Yes.
That's it right there? All right.
Competence, because you have, in order to even have accomplishments, you have to be competent.
And check us on that, check, because I know we ain't the only ones who know that.
Because I say this all the time myself. Because that message is you have to put in the work.
Yes.
And when you put in the work, that's when results come in. That's accomplishments. Now, when you have accomplishments that you can actually show for it, you would have the confidence to approach any woman or approach any situation.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. But again, words of wisdom from Myron, right? And depression isn't real. You're right. It's something made up because you pushed right through that. You didn't just go under a rock and be like, oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I need meds. Oh, I need this. I need that. You pushed through, bro. That makes you great, man. That makes you great on anybody's scale to go through something like that, because that's so hard to hear. You turn to your family and they say something like that. You turn to your people and they say something like that, because all of a sudden it says, oh, they don't believe in me. And that's all that is. And then you internalize, you take that and that's fuel, and you go out there and you push through and you make it happen. Right? And I mean, and Sean is like, keep your head up. It ain't even about keeping your head up, man. Keep driving forward. Keep pushing forward. You push through it. Always push through it. That's all you do. Never, ever stop. It's hard. Yes, it's tiring. Yes, you're going to get tired. But like Jay Swan says, and we said when we were in the military, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I want to rest. Man, you can get all the rest you need when you're dead. Right? If you're alive, pick up your weapon and follow me. If you're dealing with something, get up and push forward. Right? Remember that, y'all. Everybody who's listening to me right now, remember that, man. Don't come to me crying about some shit that you done gone through and you like, I can't go on anymore. I don't want to hear that shit. Take that over to the BP side. Y'all going over there and sit in a circle and sing kumbaya, whatever y'all want to do over there. On this side, we pushing through, right? We're just going to push forward. So shout out to you, bro. Like I said, you need like 15 Don Marcos after that, man, because that's, bro, that's something that devastates most people in the West, man. Look at Skippy. Look at Skippy. I'm sure you saw those episodes. I don't think you were with the team by then.
I wasn't, but I remember that. I remember watching that episode live.
I was like, this is disgusting. Skippy, I even reached out to him. I went to his page. I was on his Instagram like, yo, bro, we want to help you, man. What's up? What do you need? Right? I even sent him some bread. Like, here, man, he was doing a live or something like that. Something was wrong with his car or whatever. Yo, man, here goes some bread, bro. He don't want to work on himself, man. Not to beat up on Skippy, but most people are like that in the West, man. They rather lay down and give up, right? So why did I ask Big Mo to be on this show, man? Why am I honored to have him be on the split screen with him for that story right there? And I didn't even know that. And what did I tell you? I was like, I can't wait to hear your story. because I knew it was there was something there, man. Because it's something that drives this brother, and now I know, man. So yeah, man. That's yeah. Let me get the little kids to say hi. I got the little kid clap. You
Thank
know
you,
what I
thank
mean?
you, and shout out to Dorkhead. We all love you, bro.
Yeah, Dork kid
and
crazy,
and
bro.
and shout out to my guy Roman. I see you, man. Thank you guys, man.
Thank y'all for
Um,
coming out.
and also I'm always gonna be proud of myself to like put in the work that I'm always continuing to put in the work. I'm always putting in effort. So as long as I'm putting in the effort, bro, I can always be a proud of myself. And now, and also my close friends, the guys in my close circle, they're proud of me of all the work I've been putting in. They've been proud of the results, and of course the FNF fam, the FNF gang, they've been seeing the results. They've been understood. They know that I've been putting in a lot of work. They know I've been putting in a lot of effort, and they've all been proud of me because I'm taking the extra steps, and there's no stopping anytime soon. So and
Yeah,
so I'm just happy to make everyone continue to make all the guys proud because that's the only opinions I really needed to hear.
right.
So
And
that's
Colonel
what
Sanders put
I
it in there
yeah.
too. There it is, right there. Accomplishments lead to confidence, leads to confidence. And here's the thing. And the reason I want to spotlight him real quick, just real
Mhm.
quick. Colonel Sanders is up here with me in Tampa, right? He's currently pushing through his own personal situation. And I'm like, I'm here for you, brother. He's like, I know, but I got to take care of this, right? I got to push forward. So, you got support, brother. It's all good, man. But you know what I mean? We watching you. We here for you because for every Rambo story out there, for all these stories, they all have support, right? Rambo couldn't do nothing if somebody didn't give him the material he needed, the weapons, the rounds, the bows and arrows, the grenades, whatever, the helicopter, the training. So everyone needs support, man. We're here to support each other, man. So you keep doing what you're doing, brother, and hit me up whenever you need me. You want to break into action, hit me up. I'm back. We go have a drink. It's on me. I got it. While you continue through, man. So, but I think that's just perfect because that goes in tandem with your story, Big Mo, because like he's pushing through his thing right now. And I'm so proud of him as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, Big Unk. Yeah, I made it to Big Unk, bro. For real. I didn't think I was gonna make it this far, y'all. I really didn't think I was gonna make it, man. It was first time I was looking down the barrel with 38, man. I was 15 years old. I didn't make it, almost didn't make it through that night. So anyway, anyway,
Jeez.
oh yeah, bro. Cincinnati is small, but it's lethal. It is lethal. I'm happy to be alive. I went to war to get out of the streets because the war was safer. Right? Like I'm keeping it 100. That's why I enlisted. Um, but man, I love that, brother. I love that, and I hope that like I don't send this stuff to Fresh and Myron. They got too much going on, and that's not part of it. But I want to clip that, and I want to send that to them. I want them to see that. You know what I mean? I really do. Or next time I'm down there, I'll just sit in front of them and make them watch it. I just put it in their face, like, man, watch this real quick. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I will, bro. But I mean, like I said, man, I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so happy that you are part of this fam, this organization, man. Like in like your story, you chose to share that story on this platform, man. You could have done it anywhere, and you chose to share that story on this platform, bro. So I got nothing but respect for you, man. That is, God, man, that's amazing. Now I'm amped. Look at me, I'm all amped up now, ready to go do some more shit. This gets me going. You know what I'm saying? This gets me going. So
Man, I really appreciate you having me, man. I always be like, yo, no deal saying, and I always been knew about you long before I was on the show, long before I was on the team. So
wow.
when I saw you, I'm like, wait, this is the DL Saint.
Yeah, you
What?
said that. I was like, yeah, man. I think, damn, did I rob him or something? How the hell he know me? I ain't got my pistol on me, man. It's over, man. It's over. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just playing, man. But yo, we gonna do some stuff, man. I didn't know about the music stuff, man. So before the summer is over, bro, I'm gonna put together an event in Miami because I want to see you on stage performing, man. I want to see what you do. I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I put together I put together comedy shows all the time, all over the country. So it's something that I'm kind of brewing in the back of my mind. I want to come down there and do something, man, because I love to be on stage with you, man. I would love to share a stage with all of our Fresh and Fit people because we have so many talented people out there getting their game up, getting better in themselves, man. And again, not for the women, you know what I mean? Because you need to be the best person, the best version of you. That's what you need to be. So Take these stories that y'all hearing, man, and lock it in. Y'all ain't the only one dealing with this, man. Everybody dealing with it. So what type of person you gonna be? Are you gonna lay down or you gonna push through? That's what you gotta ask yourself. And if you want to push through, you got people gonna help you out. Even on your cheat days, like somebody over here, we ain't gonna say who, even on their cheat days. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but so we so we're gonna wrap this up. I want to ask this last question, man. What's next for Big Mo?
I know I'm going to have a cover song. It's well, two both are Spanish joints, but a cover song and a salsa joint. I for people who know me knows that I love dancing. I
Ooh,
dance a lot. I am very light on my feet. Do not let this size fool you. And I'm going to repeat that once again. Do not let this size fool you. I am very light on my feet. So, and I've always wanted to have I've always wanted to have my hand in salsa. So that is my that's one of my next moves. Uh, I've been, still been growing as a music engineer and growing as an audio engineer. It's especially, for Fresher Fit's benefit. And yeah, those are like the main things. The music is always going to be the foundation of my big goal. So as
that's
as
what's
um
up.
as as Big Mo BITW.
That's what's up. I'm gonna holler at you, man. I just finished the script, man. We putting the finishing touches on it now, and yeah, I'm gonna be talking to you, bro, because when we do the movie, we definitely gonna need somebody to score it, and I can't think of anybody better. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna come holler at you, bro. And it's not a favor. It's business. It's gonna be money involved. So we have to sit down and we gonna test your negotiation skills, cuzzo. We gonna see
I
what it
got
do.
you.
We gonna
I
see what
got
it
you.
do. So yeah, man. That's beautiful, bro. So anything you want to ask me as we finishing up here? I've been grilling you for the past hour and a half. You got anything for me?
I actually love asking this question. When it comes to like progressing in your career and in your goals, what was the toughest decision you have ever had to make?
Hmm. I think the toughest decision,
Especially for the sake of achieving your goals in your career.
the toughest thing to do, and this is in my world, when it came to, I was an air traffic controller, and then we came into the entertainment stuff. Once upon a time, I was doing street promotions. I was working for a rap label out of Cincinnati, All Net Records. I'm sure they've been defunct. Um, the hardest thing for me was to say no. It was the hardest thing because you don't value yourself. I mean, because the whole RP Blue P, BP Blue P thing. I'm sorry, RP BP
BP,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
You got it.
that encompasses everything in life, not just womanizing, not just relationships, but business, right? How you can conduct yourself every day, right? So politics, everything. You can either go with the herd, be plugged into the matrix, or you can be unplugged, right? And part of being unplugged is saying no. So I would say that the toughest thing for me was learning to say no because I had to teach myself to say no. Otherwise, people will use you and use you. Like we put all this on women. People in general will take and take and take if you let them. So for me, learning to say no, learning to pass on money. Like one of the things my homie told me, like coming up in the streets, all money ain't good money. You got to be able to say no. Some things come attached with strings you don't want to deal with, right? Like Myron says all the time, fast money comes with slow problems for women. Sometimes fast money comes with slow problems for dudes too. When you out there in the streets doing, doing what we was doing. So I would say that's it. And once I was able to say no, that's when I noticed the biggest explosion in my personal success, right? Because I truly understood my value. And here's the thing: when somebody asks you to do something, and you say no, you'd be surprised how fast they come with money, especially if you on top of your game. Because again, you are the prize. whether it comes to womanizing or if it comes to everyday life, if it comes to business, if you don't consider yourself the prize, bro, you're going to get ran through. And so, yeah, I would say that.
I
Roaming
like
out
that.
there. Yeah, roaming out there, deal saying selection. Hey, thanks, brother. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? I mean, y'all think I don't be playing, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. It's real talk, man. I wholeheartedly believe in this world.
Dork,
Oh,
I love
yeah,
you, man.
Dork here, yeah. He got jokes.
You've been trying to throw me off the whole.
All night. You know what I'm saying? Like all day. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So best in the world. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
that is what BITW stands for. Because Big Mo, my full official name is Big Mo BITW, and BITW stands for best in the world. Even if you can Google it right now, Big Mo BITW, and Google will recognize that you're looking for me.
That's what's up, man. And I can't wait for the 1 million party, man, because we're gonna see you dancing, bro. We're gonna make that happen. We're gonna see you right there in the
Oh,
big mansion. Yeah, we're gonna
oh
see it.
yeah, I'm gonna be cutting the rug. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Jay Bones, what's good, man? You call. Thanks for coming in, man. We're about to wrap this up, but thanks for coming in, brother. Thanks to everyone who jumped in here. I truly appreciate it, man. Like I said, y'all don't know when I'm gonna do it, but when I do, y'all come through in a big way. Thank y'all so much, man. So much. And like I say, when y'all see me in these streets, man, holler at your boy. What's up? Don't walk by me and be like, on here talking about I saw you at such and such and such and such. And wait, you ain't come say hi. I'm gonna take that person. I'm gonna take that personal, man. Come over and holler at me, man. I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? So that's so funny, man. That's so funny, man. Y'all clowning. Y'all clowning. Dorkhead don't be playing. Dorkhead don't be playing, bro. Oh, not the tidy whities. Damn, Dorkhead. Like, man, I'm about to get him on stage. You painting pictures I don't want to see right now, Dorkhead, man. Like, real, bro. Once you paint it, I can't unsee it. It's like, make it stop. So Big Mo, man. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day, man, to come over here and share these stories with me and the rest of the fam, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, you're already successful, man. Like I said, you top tier, bro. Top tier 100, and it's an honor to be in your circle. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. It's an honor for me to be in your circle and your platform. And I always gotta say this. You know, to everyone in here, I just want to let you guys know I bring the talent, the dedication, the charisma, the motivation, the respect, the style, the passion, the creativity, and inspiration. Last but not least, I'm bringing the confidence. So I'm going to say it loud. I'm going to say it proud without a shadow of a doubt. I am the best in the world. I'm going to keep being the best in the world, and there's nothing that anyone can ever do about it. So don't forget the memo to believe in Big Mo, because that is the MO.
Damn, I'm supposed to snap my fingers or something. That shit hardcore right there. But that's some spoken word jumping off on this piece. The multi-talented, you know what I mean? Beast of beast, the God, Big Mo. I'm DL Saint. This is I Really Want to Know podcast. Thanks for being with us, y'all. I'll be back in a couple hours, man, with last call for insight. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.